Winky Tatum and Victor Woolridge, I mentioned, Hedley Woolridge from Tuckerstown, Spanky Fobler from St. George's, Mr. Fobler out there in Slip Point Lane, St. George. We had charter fishermen in Bermuda, up and down this country. Yeah, Mr. Taylor down in St. George's. You know, my good friend Heavyhead's father was a great charter fisherman as well. Mr. Perman used to call this talk show all the time. He used to talk and give us history before he passed. Up and down the country, Spanish Point, Scour. There were visitors that stayed at hotels like Ledslitz and Lantana that interacted with the community because their chambermaids were coming from those communities, and they used to prepare breakfast for them and turn their beds down in the morning and in the evening time. And so they got to know these people, asked them about their families, found out that some of them had young children, even helped some of their children with their education overseas. Local involvement. It's not uncommon for Bermudians to make friends and go and play golf and tennis and take visitors fishing and swimming and snorkeling. Invite them to family events and the like. Innovation. Innovation is another aspect of our national tourism plan. And when doing so, we have a responsibility to think like the visitor. Too often, we make the mistake of thinking that it's all about us, that it has to work around our schedules, that we have to be the ones that have to be satisfied in what times we get out there and serve as people, and what times we have to be out there to meet them and the like. This portion of the National Tourism Plan speaks to thinking like a visitor. Knowing that a visitor is the reason why we have a job in the hospitality industry. Oftentimes, it's easy to lose sight of that. In this modern world we live in, with all the stresses that we have to cope with, it's easy to forget that we're here to service those people sometimes. Good morning, caller. Welcome. You're on the air.
Hi, good morning. This is Anthony Brain. I'm calling. How are you?
Good morning to you. Getting a little feedback. I don't know if you have a radio on or you got your speaker on, but you're getting a little echo.
I'm actually at on Cuban Island, and I buy that little tower, so I'm trying to use the tower to shield me from the wind. Can you get this back up?
No, you're still coming through a little bit.
Yeah.
You wanna try me back in 2 minutes?
Okay, I'll do this.
All right. Hey, good morning to you, my good friend from Skawa. How are you?
Okay, I just finished my exercises, and now my appetite is going high.
Well, good for you. I've got to make sure I stretch. I've been out and hit a couple of shots the other day, and then I couldn't even walk. Yesterday I was immobile. I couldn't even move, but I feel a lot better today. But I tell you, at our age, we got to stretch, right? I know you do because you're a runner.
I'm a runner in history. That was my history.
Yeah.
No, I just cheer on and get an eye full from the runners.
All right, very good, sir.
Yeah, but still active.
Yes.
Hey, my question is, you remember Cathedral Rocks?
Yes, I do.
And I don't know if you haven't seen it over the last so many years, even by boat, because it's not easy getting to it by land anymore.
It's eroded?
What they say is called casuarinas?
Right.
Have taken over.
Oh, wow. We used to be able to drive on Cathedral Rocks. That was our annual picnic spot. After we
used to have a picnic during cup match time.
At first, we used to go to the islands out off of you.
Yes.
And then we moved on land, and we used to drive the car right out to Cathedral Rocks. You tell me I can't do that now?
No, you cannot.
Because of the trees or because of houses?
It's trees.
Oh, wow.
The property has a different owner from when Mark used to do her thing out there.
Okay.
And in fact, she's still been out there quite much time to do the family picnic, you know.
Mm.
But later in time, in the 2000s, that Thursday has become not accessible at all.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's a beautiful area.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a little thing about walking out there, but via the shoreline, so that people can get a sight of it, and something positive might happen from having a sight of it from that angle, you know.
Yes.
Try to contact the owners as well. But it's the natural arches of the West End, you know what I'm saying?
And we had the natural arches down in Turkestan, but the erosion took care of them as well.
Oh, by golly.
Yeah, down there at Castle Harbor Beach.
Ah.
Yeah. And those authentic locations are locations that visitors enjoy, but it takes a Bermudian to show them that, and that local involvement in tourism, people that worked at Lantana and Cambridge beaches, and even at the one up just off of you from Willowbank there, would get to see places that a lot of other folks will never do, because they would ride their little bikes along the railway trail or run into a Bermudian and the like, you know. I mean, I remember when we used to have water skiing off of Lantana on a Sunday. And I used to watch it every Sunday around 2:30.
And going flying high, Mr. Lee Shore.
Yeah, Paul Lee Shore was a great water skier.
Yeah, and the only person I know who doesn't nowadays, I don't know if he still does it, I don't think so.
Kent.
Is Kent, yeah.
From Somerset, yeah. He just had a big birthday. He keeps himself fit, rides bikes, you know, and water skis and the like. Well, thank you for that, my good friend. I appreciate you very much. And
when the time comes for putting out a plan for walking out to Cathedral Rocks, you're one of the company checks that I'm a part of.
Yes.
So hopefully you see it. But outside of that, I'll try to even personally direct it just to you, like, you know, so you can join in the walk, like, you know.
I mean, I remember we used to take our boats and we used to go out to Whale Island too, with the fish pond that was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all around. We had a wonderful childhood growing up around the sea. Thank you for that. I'm going to take another caller before it's too late. Okay, bye. Good morning, caller. Welcome. You're on the air.
Hi again. It's Bethany.
Hey, I can hear you much better now.
Fantastic.
You have 2 minutes.
Sure. Okay. Well, we're just doing a follow-up on an event this past weekend. There was a 5K, 10K hosted by an organization called Running Nerd out of Atlanta. They brought approximately 60 people over, and the event finished at the Hamilton Princess Beach Club, and used the railway trails and of course the beach down there.
Yeah.
When the running was over, and the group had a great time. So, we're really happy.
60 people coming from overseas just for a race, and not necessarily on the news or anything like that, but they're in and out of our country and contributed significantly to our economy. And it was not, and this is the important part, it was social run. So there was no water concern. It was a social run. So they just came to have a social activity in Bermuda. So let me ask you this, with the little time that we have left, do you feel that in addition to the competitive things that we like to put on, that doing things more from a social basis, there could be a lot of events that are non-competitive that just bring people together for fellowship?
I agree. That trend exists, and so we should be taking advantage of it. Mm-hmm. It's a growing trend in North America.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to have to invite you to maybe talk to me again next week when we get maybe earlier in the show, because we're coming up on the top of the hour in 30 seconds, so I've got to sign off. And
okay, definitely.
Thank you, Anthony, and that's our show for today, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate the call-ins, and appreciate the tone and the enthusiasm and the support. God willing, we'll be back with you next week on Tourism in Focus.